Smoking by Henry Bruce. General facts about smoking. Smoking, defined, is when a person inhales and exhales the smoke of tobacco or a drug. About 8.6 million people in the US have at least one serious illness that's caused by smoking. Smoking is the cause of 1 in 5 deaths in the US annually, and tobacco use is the leading preventable cause of death. In 2013, states collect $25.7 billion from tobacco taxes and legal settlement, but are spending less than 2% of that on tobacco controlling programs. History of smoking. Smoking was invented in 5000 BC and originated in the Peruvian and Ecuadorian Andes. A Frenchman named Jean Nicot introduced tobacco to the French. This was then globalized worldwide. British psychologist Richard Knoll published the first major studies that proved that smoking could cause harm. Why do people smoke? Usually, why people smoke when they're young relates to 3 main factors. 1, to look mature in front of their friends. 2, to be like their friends, which includes peer pressure. And 3, to experiment, as this is a time where many experiment. In older ages of smoking, people smoke to deal with stress, maybe dealing with alcohol drug addictions, being in a bad marriage which leads them onto smoking, to feel relaxed, to control their weight, and also that it makes them have pleasure. So why is smoking so bad? Smoking induces 7 life-threatening diseases for you and others. It is the largest preventable death. Smoking affects major body systems, which include circulatory and respiratory systems. It can affect people around you and can even affect your unborn baby. Diseases from smoking. Diseases can include cancers, including brain, lung, and throat, lung diseases, including chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Smoking raises blood pressure, fertility problems, and smoking affects your skin tone and how you look. The effects of smoking on the cardiovascular system. Cigarette smoking increases blood cholesterol levels, causing a buildup of arterial plaque that narrows the blood vessels over time. Less room for blood to flow within the blood vessels that lead to the heart and brain leaves the tobacco users more vulnerable to heart stroke and attack. And the pulmonary hypertension. Effects on the respiratory system. Effects of smoking on the respiratory system leads to the cilia, which cleans out all the mucus from your lungs, leads to paralyzation, which leads to smoker's cough. Mucus starts clogging air passageways after the cilia is gone, and it leads to bronchitis because bronchioles lose elasticity. Smoking then leads to emphysema and then to lung cancer, which can kill you. What are smokers really smoking? What is in a cigarette? In one cigarette, it contains over 4,000 chemicals, and which of 69 are known to cause cancer. Many of these chemicals are found in many everyday objects, including batteries, cleaning, and mothballs. Some of the worst chemicals found in cigarettes. These include tar compiled of poisonous chemicals such as ammonia, toluene, and acetone, carbon monoxide, which is poisonous gas that reduces oxygen in the body, hydrogen cyanide, the poison used in gas chambers in World War II, and arsenic, used for white ant poison. So why are all these chemicals in there? The purpose of these chemicals is to improve the manufacturing of the tobacco, example, make it less brittle, have a longer use before date, control the rate it burns at, probably more slowly, how fast the nicotine reaches the brain, and to add more taste and flavor to dampen the taste of the ash. So why is it so hard to quit, and how can you? Nicotine and its addiction. Nicotine originally comes from dry leaves from a tree called nightshade. Nicotine has 7 reactions with your neurotransmitters in your body that make you feel good. These include dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. Tips and advice for quitting. Find an approach that suits you. Example, stop straight away or slowly limit the amount. Nicotine replacement therapy, example nicotine patches, or seek advice from guidance lines, doctors, and websites. Overall, cigarettes affect you in many bad ways, and I would recommend that you should not try them. Although you might seem some pressure to do so, it is not worth attempting to risk your life to smoke just to be with your friends or to have that relaxation from those neurotransmitters.